Hello, Simon from WhatCulture here with...
Hi, Phil from WhatCulture.
This is the first video we've ever done together. Is it the first video? No, we did a live stream, right?
Yeah, but first like on channel video.
And we're in Chicago.
Yeah.
Isn't it exciting? So yeah, we're at All In.
At Starrcast.
Surrounded by the Starrcast magazine
in a
stuff.
magazine, yeah.
It's weird. And we're literally, you can't see this, but we're kind of like down by a lift. And we've moved this around, so if Conrad comes down and sees it, he's probably going to be mad.
Get really mad.
Yeah.
But he won't notice, he's too busy.
Yeah, and we're going to move it back when we're done, because we're good people. Anyway, we're going to do predictions for All In, given that we're here and we're attending the show in a matter of hours.
We've got our tickets.
And we got at one point, let's not talk about it.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, so...
Pre-show.
Over... But the problem with the Battle Royal...
Could be anyone.
Budget, over the budget.
And they keep on, like, it started off with 10 people, now it's 15, and now it's 20. It's like...
And then yesterday, Billy Gunn's son got added into it. So it's like, I imagine that somebody is going to turn up.
Yeah. We've got to make the prediction that Billy Gunn's son will eliminate Billy Gunn.
That's the only one we 100% are going to say. I guess we have to... I mean, I'm going to go with Colt Cabana.
Yeah, I was going to go with Colt Cabana, because
I just think...
he's the king of the indies at the end of the day, and he, like...
Hometown, Chicago... And also,
it'd just be nice.
It would be nice. And also seeing Jay Lethal and Colt Cabana later on in the show, I just think, given what this is and what it means to those two guys who are like seminal indie guys and stuff.
And it'll be different as well. Like, they've not done that in like a long, long time. So it's...
Yeah. So I'm going to go we are going Colt Cabana.
Yeah, let's do it. Colt Cabana.
It's a good thing that me and Phil are just friends. There ain't no competition or rivalry here. We're just happy. All right, and then the other match on the pre-show is...
Briscoes versus SCU.
That?
I don't know. Should have thought about this earlier, shouldn't we?
I'm thinking about it now, on camera live, which is a terrible idea. The thing is that, again, it all depends on what the fallout from everything is, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'd imagine the Briscoes would win, but if they've got something planned with SCU...
Yeah, it depends what's happening in the ML Christopher Daniels match as well.
That all ties in, right?
Yeah.
Because Stephen Amell's not... We'll get to that.
I'm going to go with SCU. If you're going to go with the Briscoes, I'll go with SCU.
There you go, just for fun and the lol. Yeah. All right, cool. I'll go Briscoes. You go SCU.
There you go.
Right, so let's move forward to Christopher Daniels versus
Stephen Amell.
Stephen Amell.
Arrow.
It's a difficult one because Stephen Amell is obviously good mates with Cody Rhodes, but can you? And I think actually Christopher Daniels gets it. But can you ever envision a scenario where you're booking this thing and you go, put the Arrow guy over?
On this card, it's like the only place it could possibly happen. I mean, he's been training like for months for this. He's not like going into it lightly, but he's still an actor guy.
And he's going to be the bad guy.
Yeah.
Christopher Daniels.
Like his third ever match, is it? He's done tag team matches.
He has, yeah.
First ever singles match, live on pay-per-view.
And Christopher Daniels is...
Christopher Daniels.
Mr. Independent Wrestler.
Yeah, it's got to be
who never had his due. You can't turn up to the biggest independent show ever and not put... It's got to be Christopher Daniels.
It's got to be Christopher Daniels, surely.
We can't agree on everything.
Well,
this one would agree on, because sometimes I will be contrary, but I think this one will be so ridiculous.
It can't be.
It's not the main event, but it's going to be the main event.
Yeah, it's going to be the main event. The dream six-man tag.
Exactly, because you've got the Young Bucks, right, who made this happen. You know, hit them and obviously Cody Rhodes, the reason this happened.
Took in the Golden Elite, so you've got Kota Ibushi as well. Huge star at the minute.
And they're taking on...
Rey Mysterio, El Bandido, and Phoenix.
And also El Bandino as well is really, really good. And I know a lot of people know who he is, but I don't think he's exploded over here.
It's going to be a big platform for him, especially with the kind of guys that are in this. And the spotlight that this match is going to get, this could be massive for him.
There's just no... Like we talked about earlier, right, how the card is really good and really fun, but everyone's going to deliver like crazy. And I think this match especially as a game, and, the Young Bucks have been tweeting this morning how excited they are. It's like Christmas come early.
Cody said before that they were going to put this match on last because no one else wanted to follow the Young Bucks. And on a show like this, it's the Young Bucks show. Yeah. They are going to go all out at All In.
There you go. I was going to say, please say it, Phil. Please say it. I mean...
And it's going to be amazing. Yeah. Match of the night?
Yes. Yeah. In terms of shit in-ring fun, yes. And I can't see the Golden Elite losing.
No, not at their show.
In any sense. And also there's guys, you could even pin Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, because, it wouldn't really matter.
Little spoiler. I think Rey Mysterio is going to be on the independent scene for much longer. Just throwing it out there. So you could, and that gives them a really big win. Then they can celebrate, probably a lot of emotion, a lot of fun times and stuff. So
yeah, I'm going to go with that.
At the moment, our predictions aren't varying that much at all.
There's a couple in there.
That's true. Stupid Colt Cabana. And then, we can move on to the Kenny Omega match, right, versus Pentagon Jr. Because he said match of the night for the last one, but it's Kenny Omega. It's Pentagon.
Will Kenny Omega allow any match to beat him on a card?
That's the thing. And also, these two guys, even if they have a bad match, it will be, the result will be, oh, it was a good match.
Yeah.
Because even at their worst, I imagine they're actually really good.
Yeah, and they're two very, very different guys with very different styles, and how that gels together, no one really knows, but if anyone can do it, it's those two. No, never seen it.
Ever seen it. So and again, you don't want, again, I don't think anybody's going to have a bad match on this show, but when it's that kind of name value, like, look, honestly, Kenny Omega was having a signing about 5 minutes that way, and the queue for it and the response when he walked in was, it was like he was John Cena.
Superstar.
Yeah, it was like
absolute
John Cena,
superstar.
Roman Reigns, one of those kind of guys. So you don't then get to the main event, figuratively speaking, and not absolutely smash it. So I imagine this could be genuinely something that maybe it does reach. I mean, I know the G1's just finished, it's probably quite big. We saw Kenny Omega walking. I think Kenny Omega, you may well just a little rest, just a little bit of a rest. However, he's not going to.
No.
I think it could be special.
Who have you got?
I can't see Omega losing. But then
it can all of the elite guys win on their own show?
No.
So someone's got to lose.
The problem with Kenny Omega, I think it comes down to the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. They're not going to want their champ to lose against Pentagon Jr. on a show that's nothing to do with them. Yeah. That's just a political minefield.
Yeah,
this is a tough one.
True. It's got to be Kenny.
We're going to
have to go.
All right.
I mean, you can go with Pentagon if you want.
No, don't try and ruin my predictions, Phil Chambers. All right, so we're going with Kenny Omega. Right, so next up is Joey Janela versus the man who murdered Joey Ryan.
The Joey Killer, as he's calling himself
exactly
now.
how he's going up to it.
Yeah, in a Chicago street fight.
My only worry with this, and I know I'm an old fuddy-duddy, and you can get mad at me, Simon, you're so boring. I really don't want them to die.
Yeah, it's possible though. It's Joey Janela. What's Joey Janela going to fall off? What is the spot that everyone's going to be talking about?
I don't know what the Sears Centre looks like, but I imagine there's at least one high balcony, and I'm sure they have tables, and probably some thumbtacks, and probably a load of other things. I'm just going to cry when it happens.
It's going to be different. Definitely.
I think it works on this card, though. I think you could put this in the middle of the show, change up the pacing.
Yeah. Do we see Joey Ryan in this? Or the ghost of Joey Ryan haunting this match?
It's the best thing. We met Joey Ryan, and he has 8x10s of the ghost of Joey Ryan. That's how you do wrestling. And we talked about his penis. That may go up today, actually. Anyway, there's neither here nor there. I think he has to get involved. Yeah. I don't see why you reveal that 24 hours beforehand and then don't capitalize on it.
Yeah. So this is the one where the elite guy loses. This is Joey Janela's.
Right, yes.
Big moment for Joey Janela.
That would work.
Huge independent show. Hangman Page is the guy that eats the pin.
Can you imagine, of all the elite guys, Hangman Page that loses? I think I'll go Joey Janela. I just think it makes sense.
We're doing it again. What is this?
This is not an angry prediction. It's very friendly. Me and Phil have spent the last 3 days, we're just buds now for life. We're like brothers. You can't stop that. But I think you have to pay that off. And you can't have Joey Ryan run in, do moves with his dick, we know he's going to do, and then...
His ghost dick.
It's ghosting. How weird is that going to be? You see Joey Janela and Hangman Page kill themselves, and then the man with the penis comes in to try and make everything better.
This show's ridiculous.
It's wrestling.
It's the biggest banter show of all time.
I mean, it could be the semi-main event, actually, Marty Scurll versus Okada.
There's so many main events.
If you've got Okada on the show...
Yeah, you can't. You can't open with an Okada match, can you?
You made the best point about this as well. Marty Scurll versus Okada, as great as it's going to be, does feel like they all sat down, and Marty Scurll was like, well, I'm your friend. Let me fight the best wrestler in the world. Okay, yeah, that sounds good.
100%. And now they've got all this 205 Live stuff that they're doing with him. It's brilliant. But 100% Okada. I'm going with.
Problem. I'm going Okada too, which I know. You're like, what? But we are. We're doing it.
And it's not just because New Japan probably aren't going to let Okada lose on a random show in America, but the amount of stuff they can do in being the elite with this, with the 205 Live thing, you are 205.
Exactly.
But yeah.
I think and also, Hangman Page gets a lot of grief on that show as well, so if he loses, that works.
Yeah. And then that evens out the whole elite guys winning too much. Yeah, that's it.
Cody and the Young Bucks can be all like, we won our matches, so I think that actually kind of works from that standpoint as well.
Talking about Cody, moving on, main event, Cody Rhodes versus Nick Aldis for the NWA title.
There's two ways you can look at this. There's three ways, really. Obviously, one of them wins.
Yeah.
But there's an asterisk, which comes in the man formerly known as Neville. Well, Pac, I guess he'd come back as now. Because the question has all been around here as well. Everyone's talking about it. Is Pac going to be...
At All In?
At All In.
I don't know. That's a terrible answer.
I even moved the mic.
But I do not know.
No, I don't.
I'm going to go with a no. I said this before. I don't think so. I think he will be back in WWE at some point.
Do you really think that? So why would he stop his contract only to redo his contract?
I don't know. I think he just wanted to rework it to get out of 205 Live, position himself on the card better. And I think they've probably come to terms with it because WWE don't want to let any more big names to the indies.
Well, it seems like an odd time. This is the thing we were talking about. A very odd time to say, yeah, you can leave now and be on the biggest independent show in years.
Yeah, they just would not let that happen no matter what. Yeah.
I'm going to say that he is there. To be a bit contrary, but also I think you want to end the show with a buzz so people get excited about the next one and people talking about it. But I think we both agree, unfortunately, that Cody Rhodes will win the NWA title, his dad's title. He's re-dyed his hair blonde, you know.
There's too much of the perfect moment for Cody Rhodes and the story of his career and everything he's done outside of WWE. It's too much of a perfect moment for that not to happen.
Which is why I think Neville will be here, because I think you see Cody Rhodes winning and then Neville attacking him. That's the way that in 2018 a lot of good pro wrestling shows end.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
With the moment, and then you take that moment away.
And Cody's been teasing, like, they've not outright said that there's going to be an All-In 2, but there's probably going to be an All-In 2. And they need something big to sell that, and that would do it 100%.
I think so. And we were talking to Brian Alvarez yesterday, who said after everything he's seen, him and Dave Meltzer both also agree that an All-In 2 is probably a lock. Because there's a lot of people here who have seen a lot of things about pro wrestling and completely agree that this isn't a one and done and we'll see more. And if you can use that, I don't think you could do a year build, but you can tie it into something depending on what the plans are. I mean, there's 1,000 things you could do after this. That's the thing.
Yeah, and it all depends on what Ring of Honor are doing. If they've signed Pac, then they're probably going to want him on this to create a massive buzz for the New Japan show at Madison Square Garden, because they're going to need a big...
Maybe it ties into that. Who knows? I don't know.
So we'll find out. Whatever happens, this show is going to be really, really fun. And yeah, it's set the internet ablaze. It's set the independent wrestling scene ablaze. It's
all good. And do you know what else is all good? I couldn't say anything, and you're not going to see it on camera. Literally, Pat Patterson just walked behind our camera. Probably gave us a look like it's the.
Hey Pat, do you want to predict All In with us?
I thought about mentioning his name, but then I realised we have to be respectful and nice because we're not those guys. We went in this lift just over here. And yeah, there you go. There's some behind the scenes.
What a place this is. What a place this is.
Honestly, we did another video today. We didn't even notice. Just Road Warrior animals hanging out behind us. There's another thing as well. After All In later, because this will go up beforehand, we're going to try and do a live ups and downs
outside of the arena. So that's going to go wrong.
Yeah, exactly. So if you are there and you see us, why don't you come say hello and ruin our video? Anyway, Phil, thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Look at that. You don't have to thank me at all. But I appreciate it. It's the nicest video ever. You know what you do. You like the video. You should share the video. You subscribe to the video. You go to WhatCulture.com and you read yourself some articles and you follow WhatCulture at
WhatCulture WWE.
Right. I'm Simon.
I'm Phil.
See you soon.
Bye.